Hello everybody and welcome to the last part of Eret's castle. Yay, congratulate yourself if you made it this far. We're gonna finish up the entire castle today, or at least what we have left. So basically, here's what we need to do. We need to get this little floating crown up here. We need to build Eret's statue. We gotta build a flag up here. We gotta do some flamingos. We gotta do some terrain out here. We're gonna do the terrain, fix up that little corner, and then the entire interior. And that pretty much finishes off our entire castle. So let's go ahead and get started because it's going to be a long video. Also, before the video begins, make sure you scroll down and click the like button. I'd really appreciate it. And also, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Anyways, let's get into the video. And welcome back to the tutorial world. So, we're going to start the tutorial by building this floating crown that's up here. I'm pretty sure this was built by Captain Puffy, and there was a giant llama, and then they got rid of the llama, but now there's just a floating crown up here. So to mark this out, I'm going to use my favorite temporary block, diamond blocks, and it lines up with the center of the prime path right here. So we're going to go to the left tower right here, and we're gonna go against this wall right here, and go to the second block out, and then line it up at the middle of the prime path. I'm going to put a block right here. Boop, this is temporary, by the way, and this block is 1 of 43, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 43 blocks in the sky if you want to double count that. Also, if you're wondering how I know that really weird odd fact, I actually built the llama, and so that's how I know exactly where this went. So we're gonna build the crown on top of this. We're gonna put one yellow concrete right here, a pink wool, one pink wool, and then 2 more yellow concretes on top of that, like this. On either side of this, I'm going to build out a total of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And on the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the edges, I'm going to build up 3 right here, and then place 1 next to it. On this side, 1, 2, 3, and then 1 next to it. Then skip these 2 blocks, and then put 1 and 2. And then 1 and 2. And there you go. That is your little pixel art crown right there. And now you can remove all your temporary blocks. Sad, I know, because diamond blocks look amazing. And there you go. Beautiful. There's your crown way up in the sky. Alright, over here on this big platform we have sitting right here, of course, is the Eret statue that bad boy Halo made. So to start the statue, make sure you're lined up right with the center of the build, and then on either side of that, place 2 black concrete, skip the middle one, and then 2 black concrete right here, and that's the start of his little feet right here. So we're going to do 2 more behind that, so it's a little 2 by 2, and then make it a total of 2 tall as well, so you have some little 2 by 2 by 2 cubes sitting right here. And then we're going to do 2 yellow ones behind this, and then 2 black ones on top of that, and then 2 red ones behind here, and then 2 yellow ones on top of those. Now behind that, we're going to do another 2 by 2 by 2 of red behind both of these little legs right here. And in the very back one, we're going to do 2 red concrete right there. In the front here, in this spot, we're going to do 3 brown right here. And then on top of that, 3 gray concrete, just like that. And then on either side of this, we're going to do 1 more yellow. And then we're going to grab white and then do 3 white here and here. And now what we can do behind all of this, we're just going to put red concrete behind all of these spots. And then also on the sides right here, just fill it all up with red concrete for his snazzy looking red jacket. In the back of the build right here, also make sure you have these little torches here. I don't know, random detail. We're going to skip the first 3 and then place a red concrete next to it. And then we're going to break this one out and make 2 yellow ones right here for his little shoulder pad. On this side, we're going to do the same thing. Place one here, break this one out, and 2 yellow ones right here. Now, in the front of his arms right here, we're also going to knock out this one right here and make it a little 2 by 2 of yellow on the top here and place 1 more red underneath that and underneath that one. And then after that, we're going to do another 2 by 2 by 2 of red in front of this spot right here and in front of this spot because, of course, he's holding his little flag right here. So to do his hands, we're going to get block of quartz out, and we're going to do 2 on the inner sides right here, and then 2 more like closer towards the center like this, so his arms sort of like come in diagonal. And then get your white terracotta out and then do another 2 by 2 on in front of both of the quartz blocks right there. Now you should have a decapitated Eret, so let's go ahead and put a head on him. So we're going to come to this block right here, boop, right there, and then we're going to make a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks like this, 5 along, so you can see where I am. And then we're going to go back 3 more. 1, 2, 3. So it's a 5 by 4 on the bottom here. Connect it like a box like this. And I'm pretty sure this thing isn't filled in, so you can just leave it hollow on the inside. Or if you want to fill it in or put torches in there, go ahead if you want. Now, Eret's head is really weird shaped because it has the crown on it and the hair, and it kind of doesn't really follow the pattern, but you'll see. So what we're going to do in front of this, we're going to do a temporary block and put one out here, and then break this one. We're going to bring this along a total of 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then stack another row on top of that, and a third row on top of this, and then brown on top of that, which will make it look very scary. On either side, we're going to put 2 right here and 2 right here. Moving around the side of his head, we're going to do another temporary block here, break this one out, and then bring this to a total of 4, and then skip this first one, and then do 3, skip that one, and do 2 right here, and then we're going to do brown concrete on this block, these 2, and these 4 on top of there. Now, on the back of the head, we're actually going to do diagonal 1 back here, break that one out, and it's all brown concrete, so we're going to stack this up a 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks like this and make a 4 by 5 with brown concrete on the back of his head. And now on this side, we're going to do the exact same thing we did over there. So let's put our temporary blocks, and you can sort of see what I'm doing if you don't understand what I'm trying to say here. And then we can fill in with these brown blocks. And there you go. You can see it's like just the same thing on the other side of his head. Now to make this way less scary, let's go ahead and grab our polished black stone brick slabs out. We're going to come to this side over here. And here we have this pattern. We're going to put a slab, boop, right there. And then we're going to do an additional 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And now we're around the front of the head. And we're going to wrap this all the way along the front. And then on this side, we're also going to do another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. For his actual glasses, we're going to leave a gap in the middle on either side. We're going to do 2, and then 2 more underneath that. And there we go. There's his glasses. So to start the crown, we're going to get some yellow concrete out. And we're going to do 2 blocks right here on this side and 2 blocks right there in those 2 corners. Then we're going to leave a gap of 3 and then do 2 right there and 2 right there. And those are the 4 corners of his crown right there. Now what we're going to come out 1, place a temporary block and get rid of that. And then do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, connecting it. And then we're going to do one on the edges and in the middle. And these 2 spots on the left side, a red one, and then a orange one on this side. And then 2 yellow concretes on top of the red and orange one. Continuing around the crown, we're going to also break it out 1, and then have these 3 right here, and then 1 in the middle. And then on the right side is a blue, and the left side is a lime concrete, and then 2 more yellow on top of that. On the back of the crown, we can just place it on top of these 5 right here, and then we're going to put 3 in the middle, and then on the right side, on the right side we want orange, and then the left side we want a red right there, and then yellow concrete on top of that, and then 1 in the middle right there. The pattern kind of, I don't know, it's just weird right there. And on this last side right here, we're going to do the same thing, break it out 1, and then we're going to have 3 right here, 1 in the middle. On the left side, we want lime concrete, and on the right side, we want purple concrete, and then 2 more on top of that, and boom, there you go, you have a beautiful crown. Now we're gonna need some brown concrete to cap off the top of his head so he doesn't look like he is hollow on the inside, and we're gonna, on the layer where we have all the colored concretes, we're just gonna do a flat layer all the way across, just like connect this all the way. Again, if you want to put like lights in here and if you're in survival or anything, go for it, so it's mob proof. So there you go, you have a flat layer right there, and then there's another layer on top of that that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 3, and we can fill this in right in the middle of his crown to give the top of his head, just like that. And there's your beautiful Eret. So now we can do the flag. So to do Eret's flag, we're gonna get some dark oak planks out, and this is all, it's sort of in like a diagonal shape like this, so just stick with me here, it'll be a little weird. So in between his hands, let's put 1 in between, 1 on top of that, and then 1 out, and then break out these 2. So it shouldn't be touching anything like this, and this is 1 of 7. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna put 1 on top of it, 1 next to it, and 1 in front of it, and then 1 to the right side of it, and break these 2 out. So you can see how it's sort of like diagonal in this direction. That's 2. So we can do this a total of 7 times. So I'll do this, 3, and when you have 7, it should look like this. So to do the flag is also a little weird because it's all diagonal and going crazy. So we're going to start with the red, and we're going to go down the rainbow as we go. So on red, we're going to place 1 on the 7th one underneath it right there. And then underneath that, we are going to do... Sorry, I've just decided to make it a little less confusing. I'm going to use diamond blocks for the temporary blocks. So I'm not, like, only building with red and then, you know, I'm breaking them out in case that confuses you guys or me. I don't know. So underneath this red one, we're going to put 2 temporary blocks and then place 1, like, diagonal this direction. Break these out. Diagonal down 1 this way, and then another one underneath that. Another diagonal one down here, and then 1 more diagonal one, but that's pushed forward again. Just like that. So the red strip, you should have 1 underneath the 7th one, and then diagonal and forward 1, and then diagonal 1, and then another one underneath that, diagonal 1, and then diagonal and forward. The orange row starts on top of the 7th one as well. Underneath this red one, we're going to do 1 red one, and then diagonal for an orange, another orange underneath that, and then another diagonal orange, and then a diagonal orange that's going in front, but this time we can just put it on top of that one, and that's all the orange. The yellow, we're going to put 1 underneath the 6th one like this, and then diagonal 1 with another one underneath that, and then another diagonal 1 like this, and now a diagonal and forward 1, which we can put underneath this, and then 1 more diagonal 1, just like that. Oh, sorry, we actually need 1 more diagonal and forward 1, just like there. On to the green. The green starts in a weird spot, so I'm going to put a temporary block underneath this one, and then put 1 next to it and break that one out. So it shouldn't be touching anything. It's sort of like on its own like this, and we're going to do another one underneath that, and then diagonal down 1. Oh, and to the front, so we can put this one here, and then a diagonal 1 like this, and then a diagonal 1 and forward here, and here, so we can place it on top of the flag, just like that. Now, we can start with the blue row. Starting the blue row, we're going to go to the 4th plank right here, and then place it to the right side of that one, and then 1 underneath it, and then a forward diagonal on top of this one, and then we can do a diagonal down underneath that one, and then a forward diagonal right here, and then this is a total of 3 diagonals. That's 1, 2, and 3, like that, and then break out your temporary blocks. Alright, last one here, we're going to go to the 3rd block with your purple, and then place 1 to the right of it, and then we're going to place 1 diagonal and forward, and then just diagonal to it right there, and then diagonal and forward for a total of 3. So it's 1, 2, and 3. There we go. That is probably the most confusing and most difficult thing we will ever have to do. A few small details we can do here at the door. On the right side of this one, we're actually going to get rid of all of the red flowers here. They all got collected, so you can get rid of those if you want. I'm not going to worry about it, but I'll just get rid of the ones here at the top. And right here by the door on the left side, there's 2 red roses right there, a pink tulip, and then a cornflower right there. We're going to get out some torches, and on these sides of the walls, go to the second one from the top and put a torch there. And a torch there. Right here by the door on either side on the stone brick in the corners, we're going to put a stone brick, skip one, or sorry, I keep saying stone bricks, a torch, and then on this side, do that, the same thing, right there, a little train, we're going to get rid of that fern, these two pieces of grass, sorry, a torch there, get rid of that piece of grass right there, and we're going to get some oak logs, and we're going to do a 3x3 of oak logs, or sorry, a 4x4 of oak logs, starting right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, they're all, like, standing, upward, and, this is a little promo sign, from when Lil Nas X joined the game. And there's a sign that goes right here in all caps, sort of facing at a 45-degree angle in between these 2 torches. It says, Stream, Montero, parentheses, call me by your name, 4 exclamation points on the bottom line. I can't believe I just promoted a Lil Nas X song in my video. Alright, next up on the agenda is we're gonna fix this train. I actually took this line of grass a little bit too far. So we had these 4 that went right here, and then these 4 that went right here. And after that, we're gonna break out another row right here. So just break out this full row right here. Next, we're gonna leave this one, and then break out this next row. And then we're gonna leave another one, break out this row, and we're gonna break out the next 2 rows the exact same length, like this. And then we're gonna leave these 2, break out this full row, and then leave those 4, and then break out this one right here, and there should be an inside right there. Yep, perfect. And the rest of the train is pretty much accurate already. We need a torch. There's some torches here. I don't know. Torch video. Yikes. I don't really want to do the torches. They're kind of here if you want to know where they are, if you're crazy enough to do that. There, okay. There we go. I did some of the torches. I'm sorry. I can't help myself. I see torches. I got to do it. Also, that red rose shouldn't be there. Alright, over here there's a bit of a farm, so we're going to do just a little bit more terrain over here. So we had this 1 block in the corner. We're actually going to put a block right here, and this is going to be a total of diagonal for 5. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. After this 5th one, we're going to knock it out for 2, and then flatten this line, and this should make it a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can get rid of the rest of this layer. Next layer, let's go back to where the 6 was. We have 1, 2, and then this should be a total of 6 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 3 back right here, and then 1 back, and then 2 back, and then break out this one, and we can flatten the rest of this row. Alright, last row here, we have this 1 block right here, and then we're going to leave 3 right here, and then go back for another 3, and then go back for 2 right here, 2 right here, and then just diagonal all the way until you reach the end there. It should be like, what, like 2 diagonals right there, and then flatten this row. Also, once you flatten this row, replace all of the stone in the floor with grass. Once you have this ground flattened, we're going to do a little bit of, like, really random farmland, in case you want it. So we have this panel right here, and this middle dividing wall right here. So go to the middle right here, and place a cornflower right there. Next to it, we're going to do 2 pieces of soil. Oh, wait, actually, I can't place it yet. Okay, so we had this 1 cornflower here, right? And then we're going to go to the one in front of it, to the right, and then 1 back again, and then put water right there, and a torch next to that right there. So grab your farming utensil, and we're gonna do 2 pieces of land right there, and then in front of that we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there, 1 in front of it, skip 1, 2 right here, 1 diagonal upwards, and then down here we're gonna do 2 right here, and then 3 right here with 2 down here to make a T shape, and then connect this up 2 and over 2, and that is the weird amount of farmland right here. There's also like a torch right there and right there. You can also, there's also some flowers on here, so there's 2 flowers right here, which you can plant it on the farmed land for some reason. A cornflower here, there's 2 flowers here, there's a flower here, and a torch right there. A flower here, a cornflower, also dandelion, and a cornflower there. I'm going to get some temporary blocks out, and where we had this farmland, where we had these 2 right here, we're going to skip 2 grass blocks, and then right here, I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 temporary blocks, 2 netherrack blocks, and then a pink wool sitting next to it. There's 2 signs on this, and I have no idea what this means, but Tubbo wrote it, so don't judge it too much. It says, Eret, you have this bent pillar, please, thank you, Tubbo. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean, but there it is. Last thing, there's some floating acacia slabs over here, beautiful. We're going to come to the pillar right here, and then this spot right here, we're going to place a temporary one and another one, break this one out, and right here, we're going to do a little 3x3 floating in the sky, and then, boop, 1 right there in the middle, and the whole idea of this is there used to be a little flamingo dude sitting, right here, but the flamingos have been destroyed, but his little floating farming hat will never be forgotten. Alright, next up, we have to build the flag on top of the tower right here, so where we had this 3x3 of glass right here, we're going to come into these 2 spots, with stone bricks, and on this side, we're we're going to stack up 13 acacia logs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And right next to it, we're going to get stripped oak logs and do another row of 13 directly next to it, like that. Top of the oak logs, we're going to put a torch right there, and we're going to start stacking out with the different color wool. So on the very top one, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oops, sorry, 13 wool. 13 wool, just like that. And then underneath that, we're going to do orange wool, and then yellow wool, lime wool, blue wool, and purple wool. There's another little flamingo dude still chilling up here. So if you go to the very middle block, which should be the middle of this 3x3 of glass, put an acacia fence right there, which should line up with the middle of the castle. And then we're going to do 1 pink wool on top of that, 1 next to it, and 1 on top of it, like that, to make a backwards L shape. And we're going to do dark oak slab right there, and then dark oak buttons on either side to make one of the little flamingo dudes. I don't really know the whole story behind all the flamingos. I think it was something to do with Fundy, but there you go. Another survivor proudly sitting at the top of the tower. A moment of silence for this little flamingo. If you made it this far into the video, comment Flamingo07. So now we are going to start the interior of the build, and inevitably I'm going to miss a torch or something, so sorry about that, but it's probably going to happen. I'll do my best, but let's go ahead and get started. So when you walk through the door right here, there's 2 torches on either side. I don't know if that's already been mentioned, but there's 2 torches there, and then torches on either side of that, like this. And then we're going to grab out our polished andesite, and there's like these curved archways, which are a little funky. So come to the left side right here. We're going to go up to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th block up right here, and I'm going to put one right to the left of that, and then I'm going to put a stone brick next to that, and then 2 stone bricks on top of that, and then a polished andesite right there in that top left corner. And then we're going to go diagonal one in this direction right here. And then what we're going to do a stone brick diagonal right there, and then a polished andesite underneath that. And there you go, you can sort of see the archway that's going on right here. And then what we can do next to that, we can put one more and then bring this row all the way down to the floor right here, and actually bring it all the way up to the ceiling as well. And you'll notice, because the roof is slabs, we're going to have to put a spruce slab, right there. So above the walls is going to be like full blocks of spruce, and then everywhere else is going to be slabs. So to do this wall right here, what we're going to do, we're going to leave these 3 right here for a doorway, and then we're going to build up another layer of polished andesite right here, and it should line up with that row that's on the outside. And right here, what we can do is put 1 slab on top of that, and then connect 3 slabs in the middle of this right here. And we're going to do 1 slab next to this one, and then 2 diagonals, and then 1 right there. So this should line up perfectly underneath this. Now what we're going to do in this spot right here, we're going to leave 3 and then place on the 4th row polished andesite, and then polished andesite stairs on either side. Above this door, we're going to do something similar to this design right here, but a little different. We're going to do 1 row of stone bricks, and then we're going to get stone brick walls out and do 2 stone brick walls in the middle right here, and then 2 more full rows of stone bricks, and then do the same pattern over and over again. And it should end with 2 walls at the top hitting that spruce right there, and it should look like this. We're going to grab out some torches and put a torch on that wall right there, and 2 torches right there. So on this wall right here, we have this 1 stone brick right here, and this is going to be 1 of 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Above this one, we're going to add 3. 1, 2, 3. Above this one, also 3. And then this row right here, we can take all the way up to the top right there. So in these 3 spots, the middle one, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do 2 walls right there, and then 2 stone bricks, and then 2 more walls right there. And in either of these spots, we need to put 2 more there and there. You have to sort of put a temporary block, and it should look like that. Now, what we did right there, we're going to do on the opposite side right here. So let's go ahead and do it together, just in case. So we're going to put our stone brick on the 5th block up right there, and then our stone brick there, and there, and then put 1 in the top right corner this time, and then another diagonal, and then another diagonal, but also facing down, and also we can put 1 there extra. I think that's how I did it. Another one. This one's going to go to the floor and all the way to the roof right there, and then we can do our slabs connecting that spot, and then a row of polished andesite going on this side, which should be touching the wall, by the way. We can add our doorway, leaving the first 3, and then connect it there, and then put our stairs in the 2 corners, and then the same pattern in this spot. Make sure it ends with 2 walls on the top there. Right here, we're going to add 3 more to all of these spots right here, and actually this one, we're going to drag it all the way up to the top, and then we can put in our slabs diagonally going that direction. Then continue the same design with the walls, stone bricks, and then walls again, and then put in our other little spots right there, and it should look just like this. It's identical to that side, but opposite. As far as some more torches down here at the bottom, they should be on either side of this one. So on that side, it's on the wall. This side, it's on the actual, this wall, and then on either side of the doorway right there. There's also some random spots where there's spruce slabs connecting some areas. So when you're looking at the wall, go to this side and this spot right here. So if you can sort of see where that is, we're gonna just take a row of spruce slabs and connect them all the way across to the other side right there on the upper half block. So I guess you could, like, when you're in this room, you could just, like, walk out onto here and walk all the way across if you want. So probably the most difficult part of the castle comes right here. There's this archway spot, but it's also, like, going diagonally. So it's gonna be a little difficult, but just stick with me here and we'll get this done. So where we had this spot right here, so also when you're coming through the front door, I'm starting on the left side right here, and the throne will be right there. So right here, we're gonna stack up 4 more right there of polished andesite, and then on the floor, we're gonna do 3 diagonals, 1, 2, and 3, just like that. And this third one right here, we're gonna take all the way up to the ceiling right here, and then we're gonna put a slab on top of that, and then actually bring the slabs all the way over to the rest of the ceiling spot. And you should see it lines up with this, where the bump out starts with those 4 on the bottom. So in this spot right here, we're going to grab stone bricks, and we're going to do 3 stone bricks there and 3 stone bricks right here. So we have this polished andesite right here, and what we're going to do, we're going to place one behind it, and then out one, behind it, out one, and then back one, and then a polished andesite right there. And that is the other side of the archway. So let's finish up this archway now. We're going to stack up temporary blocks, 1 and over 1, and then 1 right here. Break out those 2, and then this one is going to be diagonal for a total of 2. So let's leave this for now, and we're going to go back over to this side, and we had this 1 stone brick that we left right here on purpose. Now we're going to do a diagonal back with 1 stone brick, and then another stone brick, and then grab out your polished andesite and do a polished andesite right there and there. After you have the 2 stone bricks diagonally right there, we're going to place one on this spot and this spot with polished andesite. And when you go back over here, you should see it looks like this, which you think would be wrong, but it's not wrong. We're actually going to break this one out right here. And then the archway on this side is slightly smaller. It's only 1, 1, and 1. And this side it's 1, 2, and 1. I don't know why it ended up being like that, but there it is. We're going to grab our stone bricks right here. We're going to do basically the same wall design on this side. We're going to stack up 4 on top of this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. The middle one, only 3, and then 4 on this side right here. And then we can stack up our 2 walls right there, and then keep doing the same thing all the way up until the top, and then 2 more walls right here. And then on top of this, we just need to do our slab pattern just like that, and it should look like this on this side right here. Finish up the archway. All we need to do is pretty simple. We're just gonna grab a full row of stone bricks and just like fill in that whole layer with stone bricks, and then sort of just like fill in this spot right here. Don't worry about what it looks like. We're gonna leave it just like that, all filled in perfectly. And that is underneath this archway. The archways do not look like the same, so some of them are more scuffed than others, and this is what this one looks like. Now we are gonna build this full wall right here. So what we're gonna do, actually, there's also 2 torches there and there. So we're gonna skip 3 for a doorway, and then put 3 down, skip 3 again, and then put 2 more right there. This spot we've brought it all the way up with a polished andesite, and we're gonna bring it all the way up with polished andesite on this spot, and this spot. It should look like this. Now we're gonna get stone bricks out, and we're gonna fill in this in between spot with stone bricks, and this spot right here we are also gonna fill in with stone bricks all the way in the middle. And you'll notice one little design, there's like a polished andesite right there, and there's literally nothing you can do about that because I think it exposes to the outside. So it's just one little polished andesite right there in the corner. So in these 2 spots, there's 2 doorways, so we're gonna leave the first 3 and then connect it across both of these, and then of course add our stairs like every other doorway in here. Also, one thing I forgot to mention, by the way, in this little oval room we did last time, I forgot there does need to be stairs in these spots and these spots as well. And I noticed when I was editing, I missed some of the grass here. So there we go. There's some quick corrections. Okay, so to fill up these spots, it's the same design. I'll do it in this spot, and it's the same in that spot right there. We're gonna do 3 stone bricks right there, and then the 2 walls, and then 2 rows of stone bricks. Also, make sure before you do it all the way that it lines up in the same spot as these ones do. And then do the same pattern, our 2 walls, 2 rows of stone bricks, and 2 walls. So do it in this spot as well. Boom, there's that wall, beautiful. Now we can add a torch in this spot and this spot right here, and there's 1 diagonal torch randomly right there on the floor. Now, here is the beautiful part about this castle. This spot right here is mirrored exactly the same on this side right here. So I'll go ahead and get you started, and then I'm just going to let you go and mirror it. If you're able to build the outside of this castle, I'm pretty sure you're a good enough builder to figure this out as well. So right here, we have these 2, and we have this block right here. We're going to go to the other side, leave those 2, and then put another one right there so you can see where the archway begins. And now I'm going to actually like build like 3 diagonals right here, and then put 1 in the middle and knock that one out. So there you go, there's your archway, and then 1 more diagonal right here. We're going to do a full row going all the way up, and then our slab, and then bring the slabs going all the way to the roof right here, and it should line up with that bump out again. So there you go, there's the beginning of that. So I'll leave you to go ahead and fill in the rest of this wall design, and you can put the torches in the same spot. Ignore the one on the floor though. And there you go. Once you've done that, the other side should look just like this. If you couldn't figure that out, you can sort of see what it looks like right here. You can develop your own recreation skills, I guess. But it's literally just the exact same mirror, even the torches I put in the same spot. But don't worry about the torch on the floor again. So now what we need to do another random slab that kind of connects these two. It's on the same layer as the other one right there. So when you're looking at this wall right here, we're going to put it right there and just connect it all the way across to the other window that goes right there. I don't know why these are here. It's kind of a cool feature, though. It kind of looks like maybe, like, I don't know, some rafters or supports, and helps you walk from one side to the other. So now for the cool part that everyone wants in their castle, the actual throne. So we're going to need some blocks of gold and some redstone, or one redstone block. So in the middle spot here, we had these 2 cobblestone blocks right here, and in the direct center, we're going to do a 3x3 of gold here on the floor right here. And then what we can do 3 on either side like that, and then 1 right there, and then do a redstone block on top of that, and then sort of surround it with gold blocks, and then 1 more gold block up there, and there you go. There's the current throne. There used to be some other iterations where there was obsidian under it, or like slabs going around it, but right now that is exactly what the throne looks like. I'm sure it'll change eventually. There's a torch on that side, torches diagonal on either side of that, then do 1 diagonal and put 1 there, 1 diagonal and put a torch there, and then there's also a trapdoor right here, so we're going to break out this one and put a trapdoor right there, and of course this is another one of those Tommy Poo machines, which I think the sewers will have its own video digging out and connecting all of the different builds. Now what we should have is 1 full corner which is completed. On the outside wall. So now what we're going to do is we're going to fill in the full inside here in the spiral staircase going all the way up to the top and finish all of this right here. And what happens is all 4 corners of this entire build, all of these shapes, all these shaped rooms are going to be the exact same. So in this spot right here, we're going to have the same archways and walls here, the same archways and walls as we did on the front. Obviously, there's no wool though, and the same thing all the way around. So pretty much all the new stuff is done as far as these outside walls. And the tunnels are all, we're going to build the tunnels all the exact same way, sort of like mirror imaged on either side, and then from the back, flip to the back, and then I'll show you what those look like, and then from there, we can make the changes we need to certain, some of them have, like, you know, different blocks are placed in and out that we can fix, but first of all, before we get ahead of ourselves, we're going to go ahead and do the inside of one of these rooms, so we can copy it to all the other rooms. So, when you're at the front door with the wool right here, we're going to go to the left side that we have completed right here, and in line with this doorway that we have right here, this block, we're going to do another 3 right there, and then stack this one up, 1, 2, 3 on top of that, and then we're going to do a 2x3 of stone bricks filled in right there, and then we're going to skip 3 right here, and then add 1, 2, 3, 4 right there, and then connect these along the top for another doorway, so we can put our stairs on either side like that. There's some torches in here, 1, 2, and 3 torches. There's also a torch diagonally on the floor right there. And now for this room, what we can do, we can grab out our spruce slabs and just fill in a ceiling all the way along this thing to finish off this room. There's nothing else, no other furniture in here, and honestly, Eret's castle doesn't have that much furniture to begin with. So this room right here is pretty much already completed for us. We just need to put a torch there, and a torch there, and a torch there. So in this spot right here, we're going to start the first spiral staircase that goes all the way up to the tippy top of the roof. So we have this row right here, and we're going to line it up on the floor. We're going to skip 2 and do a full block right there and a slab right there, and that is the start of the staircase. You can see where that goes, and also you can line up with these windows right here in the direct center. We can knock this one out, and there's going to be a beacon right here, and the beacon actually goes in line with the floor, so all you really need to do is make like a 3x3 of gold. I'm not completely sure if there's like full beacons under here or not, but for now I'm just going to do like the weakest level of a beacon, and that should light up hopefully. There we go, perfect. There's our first beacon in the build. So now what we can do a spiral staircase. So here's everything you need to do. Basically behind this one, we're going to do 1 under there and 1 on top of there. And then 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. And keep going in a circular pattern, and it just sticks within this 3x3 little area. And we're going to keep stacking this all the way up, just the same pattern over and over and over. And it should be big enough that you can still walk underneath it like this, and you're going around and around the beacon. Another quick detail, there's on the bottom only, there's going to be 1 underneath that, and then 2 more filled in just like that. Before we get ahead of ourselves filling up the full spiral staircase, let's go ahead and finish up the roof in here with more slabs like this, so we can just fill it in all the way across here, and then around the spiral staircase, we're going to have to leave a gap, obviously, so you can walk up the stairs. So I'm just going to, like, get as close as I can to the spiral staircase without intervening with anything like that, you can see. And on the back side, we're also going to do 3 right there, and 3 right there. So we just left like a 3x3 hole, just left the spiral staircase and keep going up. And this next floor right here, what we're gonna do in this spot right here, there's nothing in the middle here. I literally have no clue what the heck is in the middle here. I've never seen anybody go in the middle right there. I just know there's windows right here, but they always just go to nothing. So I don't know, if you do find a crazy video of that, leave it in the comments and a timestamp to what video you want me to see, and I'll make sure to shout you out if you find something that goes in between here. But we need to fill up these walls going all the way up to the top with stone bricks, and then with polished andesite right here, and then 3 more slabs connecting that right there. And there we go. That finishes off the middle spot. I literally don't know what goes in the middle here. I don't think there even is anything that goes in the middle there. If you kind of want to complete it, though, you can, like, fill in layers of slabs right here. That would go with the rest of the floor. If you want to, I don't really know what goes in here, so I'm just going to leave it empty for now. Alright, so you notice the first floor in here has this line of like polished andesite and stone bricks, and that's perfectly fine. That's what it should look like. So now what we can do, when you're looking at the wall, you can see where the windows go. We're gonna leave the first full block, and then on the top half of this block is where the floor goes, and the same spot right here. So you can see where the different floors go, just like that. And now what we're gonna do, we're gonna just fill in all of these floors going across, and just leave a cutout for your little 3x3 cutout for the windows, or not for the windows, for the spiral staircase, just like that. And there we go. After a long while, you should have all of your interior done, just like this, or all of the basic rooms. Make sure you have beacons in the 4 corners, and actually, I forgot to add my beacons down here, as I said that. And there we go. Just like that, you should have all of your interior done, finally. It took a little bit of time, but there we go. You should be done. At the front of the castle, we are going to go to the right side in this room and do a few little details. So what we're going to put a torch on either side of this door right here, and then torches on either side of this in the archway right here. And actually, we're going to go all the way around to the other side and do the same torches in all of these spots as well. So we're going to go back over here. We're going to get 1 piece of diorite, because this thing used to be covered with these little flamingo dudes, like I've said, but all of them are gone. But there was one flamingo dude, rest in peace him, and he was like, I don't know, the whole thing is supposed to be like bird poop on the floor above the mingo, but then, you know, he got destroyed, but the bird poop is still there. Anyways, so we're gonna look at this one right here, and go to the third one right here, and we're gonna line it up with this block right here. So there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away, and on the 7th one, we're gonna put 1 piece of diorite on the floor right there. Some torches. There's a torch there, and like sort of diagonal to that direction. Facing this one, there's a torch right there. I'm not gonna go too crazy on the torches. And there's a torch there, skip one, and a torch right there on the floor. And there's a torch right here. Oh, and actually, this one shouldn't be here. And also, that one right here was in this part here. And that's pretty much everything back here. There's just 1 piece of diorite on the floor. So we're going to go back to the back door, and we're going to get out some oak planks. And what we're going to do on the back door, we're going to put a torch on either side of the other side of the back door, and then either side of this door right here, and either side of this door. And right here, looking at the back door, we're going to go to this row right here, skip one right here, go in 1 right there, and then break out this one, break out 1 behind it, and then 1 to the right. Make these oak planks, and then knock out this one. There used to be like a little flamingo dude in the floor, and then it got replaced with oak, and there's nothing in this part here. There should be gravel underneath that if you want that. So there we go. There's something in the floor. So there's the little floor. So when you're looking at this diorite, we're going to go to the left, and we're going to walk into this room right here. There's a little bit of furniture we need to do. So right here, we're going to do a full block of spruce, and then 1 more slab on top of that, a slab in front of it, and then a barrel facing upward next to it, and then 1 facing outward, and then another 1 facing up right there. And then we're going to do a trapdoor right there on the floor, and a trapdoor right there. It sort of looks just like a stack of just a stack of barrels going on. And also this room only, we're going to put a torch, we're going to move it to right there. Next, we're going to grab some orange stained glass and put 1 piece of orange stained glass on top of this one right there, and the other beacon, sorry, that's in the front right here. So the front 2 should be orange, the back 2 are just white. And actually, I think maybe one of the back 2 have gotten stolen recently. I don't know. There we go. The front 2 should be orange. Alright, we're going to do the center room in here right now. So I'm going to actually get out some torches, and we're going to put torches on all the spots for the doors right here. And in the middle, on the polished andesite rows, we're going to do 2 torches there, 2 torches here, and all of the 4 corners. And now what we need to do, we need to find the middle, which should line up with all 4 doors, which is right here. That's the middle of all of it. And then knock out a 3x3 like this, and then knock out 3 more in all of these spots like this. Next, we're going to get our polished andesite out, and we're going to replace the edges with polished stone bricks in all of these spots. So on the shorter edges, there should only be 3 grass blocks between this, which is correct. Now we're going to get slabs out and put slabs on all of these. And basically, we're just making a water fountain in the middle right here. And then in the bottom, we're going to replace all of this with polished. In the middle here, we're going to knock out this one and knock out 2 more. And on this row right here, we are going to put a 3x3 of gold down here. I think this one actually might be a full beacon. So if you want to make that a full beacon, feel free. But the beacon should be down 1 block like this, which is perfect. Now what we need to do, make sure you're facing the front of the castle with the wool sort of on the inside right here. And when you're looking at the fountain, we're going to knock out 3 blocks right here with pink wool right here, and then this one right here with a dark oak. And guess what? You guessed it, one of the flamingos survived down here. So round of applause to him, I guess. And we're going to knock out these 2 slabs right here are missing. Next, we can get water, fill in water right there, and fill in this whole row with water. Next, we're going to get some regular glass out, and we're going to put 1 piece of glass right there, another piece of glass, and then a yellow stained glass. I don't really know why. And then put water on top of there. And that is our fountain. I know it kind of looks a little messed up and ugly, but that's what it looks like. Also, I forgot to mention on this back side, there should only be 1 torch on the right side. Next, we can put in some trees. I know there's a tree lined up right there on this side. And then skip 4 blocks, and there's another tree. And all of these trees should be 2 or 3 blocks tall. So one little trick I actually learned how to do, you can actually grab out your World Edit wand, or if you're not using World Edit, just break the tree and place it again. It's not that bad. And I can go right here, right? Watch this, and I can do / move to fill in my logs, and boom, I just got a taller tree, except it took the torch with it. I don't want to. And that one can be 2. It's perfect. I think all 3 of these are actually supposed to be 3. On this side, where the broken slab is, we're going to skip 2 and put 1 right here. And there we go, 2, that's perfect. And then you can just spread some bone meal in here. I'm not going to go crazy about, like, where the flowers and stuff are. I don't really think it's worth it. But basically, put this everywhere, and then there shouldn't be any tall grass. So it's only the short grass and red and yellow flowers. So I'm going to get rid of all of these. And there we go, there's our little middle garden area. You're looking at the front of the castle, we are going to go to the right side, and this archway is the one that's, like, really different. There's a bunch of, like, acacia slabs stuck up in here. I don't really know why. So we're going to do a full block of acacia slabs right there, another full block, and a full block right here, and a full block, no, sorry, not a full block there, and do a slab right there, and then knock out this one right here. On the other side, we're going to knock out this one, and then we're just going to do, like, a row of, like, slabs on the bottom half facing like that. And there we go. That, I don't know what is going on here, but there's just, like, a few slabs just, like, wedged up in the top of that one right there. And all of the other ones should look identical to this one, like this. There's no changes. Actually, wait, there is a change. When you're looking at the back one, this one right here, go to the left side one. And we're going to knock out this one right here and put 2 extra stone bricks right there. There we go. That's the weird changes we need to do up there. There's not that much furniture in here, but in the side where we had this little storage, let's go up to this floor right here by this orange stained glass. And this floor right here has most of the furniture for the castle in it. So I'm going to get some beds out, and in this spot, we're going to do a blue bed, a pink bed, blue bed, a Fletcher's table, double chest right here, break out this torch, another double chest, oops, and 1 chest right there. This torch is actually on the floor, break this one out, 3 double chests on top of each other like this. Oops, that should be a double chest connecting. A double chest right here, and then a crafting table there. Get rid of that torch. 2 more double chests in this back. This spot's a little different. We need to fill in this row with polished andesite, and in this spot right here, and then we can do our double chests there, and then there should be a torch on that, and then some furnaces, 4 furnaces right there. Break out this one, and then 3 more furnaces up there, and there we go. This floor has pretty much all of the storage for the castle. The rest of it is sort of in that one little tower we did in part 1, and actually this whole area, only on this row, I don't know why, should have polished andesite going all the way up, and then there should just be 1 sticking up right there. Now we can do some of the torches that are up on the top. So in this spot right here, we're gonna do a torch, skip 1 torch, and skip that one, and a torch right by the window, and then put a torch by the window, and then just keep doing torches all the way along, skipping every other, like, flat block right here. And then the pattern should be, it's not by the window, and then in these spots, and then there would be, you skip 1 right there, and then keep putting the torches down all the way across, skipping this one, and a torch there, not by the windows, a torch there, there. On the other side of this house, there should be a torch directly next to that one, and then on by the window, there, and there we go. There's all the torches on the roof, and that pretty much finishes Eret's castle. I know there might be, like, a few, like, some torches on the floor here. One quick detail we can do, there should be 2 spruce trees over here. And actually, there's one more little bit of terrain we can do. We left this layer flat like this, and what there should be 3, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and then that one should be a total of 4. So we can flatten this layer real quick. Perfect. Fill in these little spots right here. And we're going to do some trees right here. So we have these 3, third one back. We're going to do a spruce tree right there, and then 5 behind that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sorry, 6, 7 on the 8th one, and then 1 closer to the front, and there's 2 trees there. There used to be a sheep pen right here, like a little sheep pen. So this used to be, like, filled in, so it was all nice. And then 1 more full row. But then the sheep pen got destroyed by Captain Puffy when she first joined because sheep shouldn't be hostage, apparently. Alright, finally, we're gonna finish this little tower. I don't know how this ended up being the very last thing to do in the tutorial, but apparently it is. So, on either side, like this, we're gonna connect it with 2 rows along the top, and 2 rows along the top here, and then get our slabs out and put 2 slabs in the middle spot here, so finish off the top of the towers. Blocks there, and then a slab in both of these spots. Then we're gonna get out our oak slabs, and then do like a 3x3 of oak slabs in this spot right here, and in this spot right here, to finish off the top of these towers, like this. Now what we're gonna do, in between these spots, we need some lanterns, so we put the lanterns there. They should also be on these sides as well. And then in this spot right here, we're gonna actually put in 3 right here, and then 2 right there to make more windows, and all the way on the other side, like this, connecting it all up. And then we're gonna get our slabs out, and we're gonna do slabs on this full layer. Actually, no, we can make these full blocks, actually. So we're gonna have full blocks going all the way along these spots, and they should actually sort of line up with the bottom layer of the windows, which is kind of the only time this happens in the entire build. Next, what we can do is, when you're looking at it and you're looking away from the castle, we can knock out this one and put 3 ladders here, knock out this one and put 3 ladders right there. And that is literally that's it. That's the entire thing. Oh, wait, sorry. Actually, we need to do a little bit in here. All we need to do in this spot right here is add 2 right there, and then a full row right there. And on the other side, 2 right there, and a full row right here. And that's exactly what the bottom should look like underneath there. On the top here, all we need to do is grab out some torches and add a torch on either side of this doorway and on either side of this doorway. And that's literally it. That's the entire that thing done. And with that, we've finished the castle. Thanks so much for watching to the end. I hope you enjoyed building Eret's castle. If you finished the entire castle, go ahead and send a picture to me on Twitter or on my Discord server and @ me in the photo. I'd love to look at them and comment on them. I really think it's so cool when you guys follow my tutorials. It makes me feel like I'm not wasting all my time. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this tutorial. This is probably the longest one we're gonna have in a long time, besides the prison. So I hope you guys enjoyed this long tutorial, and I will go ahead and see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!